Please, people.
People, some of them not active anymore in politics, sommige nie actief in politiek nie, some of them never been in the ANC before, and they've decided that they can't take anymore the politics of deception within the Western Cape. Op hierdie stadium wil ons gee aan Vanessa om vorentoe te kom. Vanessa, kom ons gee vir Vanessa 'n groot handeklap. Now, President, the lady that's going to speak now is someone that 2 months ago, 3 months ago, will possibly have been campaigning very hard against the ANC on the Cape Flats. But she will tell the story.
People of the Western Cape, first of all, I want to give honor to God for making Heideveld a part of this event. And then, on behalf of Heideveld, Mr. Jacob Zuma, a happy birthday to you. And like the people in the Cape Flats will say, you still look duidelijk for 72 years old. It's Ward 44 in the Western Cape. So in the Western Cape, Ward 44 is a DA ward. So we have a DA councillor. And I want to speak mostly to the colored people today. About 2.5 months ago, I was a staunch DA member. And because of me, our DA councillor won our ward in Ward 44. 2.5 months ago, they evicted me out of my home. I have 4 kids. The youngest one is 4, and I have a girl of 5 years old. And the ANC came to help me. And because of the ANC, I can sleep in the bed again. And because of the ANC, my kids doesn't have to fear when there's a knock on the door. And I can assure you guys, if we stand together, we can take this Western Cape on the 7th. So guys, I want to speak to the Western Cape and I want to ask you again, please support the ANC on the 7th. Because if you don't support the ANC on the 7th, the DA stands for evictions. All of us, most of us, will be left outside. You see how we live. The DA doesn't care. The ANC came into Heideveld. And I want to speak to the Bonpeobles and the LCs and the Menenbergs and all the other places. Guys, you need to open your eyes because the ANC is a place where you can go home.
Ek wil net sê, ek is Tole, alias Dolly, soos die hele Kaap my ken. Ek kom van die Minstrel kant en ek is die future councillor vir die ANC in Bishop Lywes. Minister, wat nou, Mr. Fransman? Mense, ek wil net sê, daar is nie 'n bitter huis as die ANC nie. 'n maand gelede was 'n 3-jarige oud van Bishop Lywes, 'n 3-jarige ouer meisie van Bishop Lywes doodgeskiet in die drempel van hulle huis. Ek het die minister genader, want daar was niks. Ek sê, lyk Poppy, die kind se ma moet asseblief opstaan in die gehoor en die ouma, om vir die ANC saam met ons baie dankie te sê. wat ek hou van die ANC, ek wil julle net sê, ek was tot en met 'n maand en 'n half gelede nog DI. En toe ek die minister nader, het hy nie gevra of die oorledene se familie ANC of DI was nie. Hy het gecover die hele funeral. En dat het van die ANC se kant af gekom, Bishop Lywes. Ek wil julle net sê, die armoede het ek besef as groot. President Zuma, ek het nooit besef dat armoede in die kleurgebied so baie is nie. Was dit nie van minister Fransman om in te tree by tyding Prinse Dotie, het ek nooit vandag hier gestaan nie. Viva ANC, viva!
Viva! Ek hoor julle nie. Viva ANC, viva! Down with poverty, down! Forward with people's power, forward! Forward with people's power, forward! Viva ANC, viva! Viva ANC, viva! Comrade President, it is indeed an honor to stand before you as the chief in command of this country, and myself, the chief in command of the members of Pop Crew, who are members of the police, who are members of the correctional service, who are members of the Metro Police, and who are members of the traffic police. So we have something in common, Comrade President. We are in command of security forces. So therefore, Comrade President, I want to say today, ons as breinmense, onthou toe ons Popcrew gestig het, was dit in die strand gewees. En dit was 13 breinmense gewees. Kom ons vergeet dit nie. En ek noem dit vir u sodat jy kan verstaan as die breinmense, julle het 'n geskiedenis en julle het 'n ryk geskiedenis. Is julle saam met my? Nee, ek hoor julle nie, is julle saam met my? Onthou julle nog Luitenant Gregory Rockman van Mitchells Plain? Nou kom, ek vat jou terug op daardie pad sodat jy kan verstaan. Die onderdrukking wat daar was, ons as polisiebeamptes was deur die ou regering onderdruk. En dit was die ANC wat gesê het, ons erken julle regte as mense, as polisiebeamptes. En so het ons ook dan 'n magtige unie gestig, Popcrew, the Police and Prison Civil Rights Union. En vandag is dit 170,000 manne en vroue sterk. En myself as die founding president is nog steeds daar as die ere-president by Popcrew. So kom, laat ek vir julle vandag sê, daar is geen ander huis as die ANC vir die breinmense nie. Stem julle saam met my?
Honorable President, we thank you today that we as the Griqua community and the people of the Khoi and the San can say thank you today that the Almighty God has spared you the 72 years. Kind says, it is indeed a wonderful opportunity that we have after 7 August 2011. A great challenge that was there that we have faced as the Khoi and the San nation in South Africa. That you as the president has come to us, speak to the nation, and now we're looking forward for the recognition of the Khoi and the San nation in South Africa. Want ons is die grond en die grond is ons. Lang lewe Jacob Zuma, lang lewe. Long live Jacob Zuma, long live. Achtbare president, ons kyk vandag terug en ons kan sê dat ons het nou al die produkte gesien wat u gelewer het. En sopas het ons gister afgesluit met die Khoi-San dialoog op die grondkwessie van hierdie land. Ons is lang gemarginaliseer, maar nou kyk ons na vir 7 Mei, waar ons as die Griekwa nasie van hierdie land ons kruisie gaan maak by die ANC. And we, as the Congress of Traditional Leaders of South Africa Western Cape, declare today that we will vote ANC.
Is Daniel Nyati so jong? Hoe gaan dit julle mense? Is dit all right? Viva ANC, viva! Viva ANC, viva! Hey, hello Western Cape, hello! Honorable President, Baba Wam, it is a great honor to be here in the Western Cape today. I came a couple of days ago to come and do a short film. And I have a wonderful sister here, Mandi Samonakali, who made sure that, hey, something is happening at Athlone. Die breinmense van die Western Cape, hulle is hier so om te sê, hulle vote ANC. And I said to myself, I am coming today to join all the colored people, the breinmense van die Cape, and say, ek vote ANC. My brothers and sisters, we have a very good story to tell. 20 years ago, things were not like they are today. Today, we can speak as free people. Today, we can say, we can vote. 20 years ago, we never could vote. And now it is time to say and show that this vote must count. Western Cape must come back to the ANC.
Mr. Fransman, Mr. President, first of all, on behalf of the Cape Town Munster Carnival Association, we want to say to you, happy birthday. And we are very honored to have you in the Western Cape. You could have been any place in the country, but you chose to be here with us, and we really appreciate that. Mr. President, we have got a few presents for you, but I think I must just mention one of them is, I don't know if you see it there, there's one of the longest ANC flags that's hanging there. I think that is one of the longest ANCs. I've never seen one of those flags before, so long like that. So, and the other presidents obviously will follow. Mr. President, our organization has decided, our leadership and our organization, our members, we have about 50,000 members that we represent. We have decided the ANC is the place to be, because why? We were always having problems and challenges with the city every year, consistently. The chairperson, Mr. Stimmett, myself and the other leadership with us, we had to go to court to get either the march right or to get our venue right, and we were sick and tired of this, because this is a tradition that's been coming on a lot of people, and with great respect, I think he's also older than the ANC. So Mr. President, I want to say, since the time that we came over to the ANC, obviously with the assistance of Mr. Marius Fransman and his leadership, they were doing a lot of hard work behind the scenes to make it possible so that we can have our march on time, so that we can have our venue also on time and do everything that we're supposed to do, like we want to do. We are a council organization, but this election affects us, so that is why we have decided the ANC is the place where we must do our, make our cross on the 7th. So, Mr. President, with that I want to say the ANC has also grown. Our ANC team has grown since we last spoke with you. Our membership from the ANC has also grown. And obviously, as you see, the flag, that says a lot from our side, Mr. President, that we are fully endorsing the ANC, and that come 7th of May, definitely we will see there will be a change, and we will unseat the DA control government. Thank you.
Is one that our carnival, Kaapse Klopse Carnival, it's a huge event. But it is like a little baby in a nappy, because it's being kept there by the government of the current government of the Western Cape. We won't criticize that, but Kaapse Klopse Carnival, we need to do what is right. There's a right and a wrong, and to do what is right would be to vote ANC. Ons gee ons krag vir die ANC. Thank you, Mr. President, and happy birthday from Kaapse Klopse Carnival.
Malibongwe! Mr. President, thank you very much for availing yourself today happy birthday. As Ilitha Labantu and our alliances, we are saying we are voting ANC. As Ilitha Labantu is one of the organizations in the Western Cape that I would say is still in existence. This year we're also celebrating 25 years. And Mr. President, most organizations have been closed down by the DA in the Western Cape. Organizations that they used to feed people are no longer there. The DA made it a point that they closed all the organizations. They check whether the director or the staff belongs to the ANC, then they cut funds. Number of school children here, they go to school on an empty stomach because they don't get enough food even at home. Some women have been abused and there are cases, nobody takes care of those. And we are saying, we are tired of the DA. We are saying as women of the Western Cape, down with violence against women, down. Down with violence against women, down. On the 7th of May, we said, vote ANC. Vote ANC.
election, ANC will blow your mind. We gave you freedom and democracy for your society. Let's vote ANC capital. Everybody say, here we go.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. ANC chairperson in the province, Comrade Marius Fransman, ANC NEC members, ANC Western Cape leadership and leadership of COSATU, SACP and SANCO, and the community of the Cape Flats. There can be no better place to be in on my birthday than the Cape Flats. A very vibrant area indeed. To see the support for the ANC makes me happy. It is a wonderful birthday present for me. Tata Madiba, who loved the ANC until the end of his days, must be smiling today in his resting place. Des duidelijk, ons gaan stem en ons gaan wen.
Dis duidelijk.
The ANC is your home. You don't need to be afraid. Some are using swart gevaarlijk tactics and are distorting government policies and programs as they are desperate for your support. You must listen to the truth. Coloureds, just like Africans, must also get jobs. The ANC is very much aware of that and is committed to ensuring that all who were disadvantaged during the apartheid era get jobs and all opportunities that were denied to them. Africans, we will make sure more colours are promoted, especially in this province. I'm happy that you have brought your problems to our leadership in the province. You have alerted us to all the problems that the provincial government here in the Western Cape is not prepared to solve. This provincial government fails to support the minstrels, klopse, and Malay choirs, and refusing to agree to the historical right to march. The history of the minstrels speaks directly to the history of the people of the Western Cape. Tweede Nuwe Jaar was the only day of the year that the slaves were allowed to be free for the day, celebrating their day. They kept the tradition because it was the day that they were bus. It was their day. They organized the activities. They said who must march, when and where. They celebrated and they awarded the prizes. They were the organizers themselves. The ancestry of the people of the Cape Flats is like a mixed bradia because they have blood from the Khoi and the San, Griqua, and slaves from the East, from Europeans, from the other indigenous people of the country. In August 2011, I met with the Griqua people and I am in constant contact with Comrade Marius, who briefs me on what developments have taken place since then and what we should do going. The majority of the participants of the Minstrel Festival are coloureds. We must recognize, respect their culture, their heritage, and their history because it is our culture, our heritage, and our history as South Africans. We are concerned that in the recent past, when you wanted to organize the Tweede Nuwe Jaar, some challenges were experienced. Have asked national government to intervene, to declare the menstrual route as a heritage route. They are working closely with Minister Paul Mashatile and Minister of Arts and Culture. We know that the minstrels are one of the biggest development platforms on the Cape Flats and in the Western Cape. There are now even troops in the Boland. We know that during certain periods of the year, when our youth are in the kamers practicing to play their bongos, their trumpets, and their saxophones, crime decreases. The youth needs something to channel their creativity and energies on. One point I would like to stress is that during the oppression, we suffered a great deal. Now that we are free, we cannot continue to suffer. We cannot be restricted in exercising our culture, in doing our own functions. Otherwise, this would not be freedom. We must be free to exercise our cultures. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to encourage the people of the Cape Flats to continue to take education seriously. We want you to ensure that your children benefit from the many skills development programs of government. You fought hard to keep 27 schools open, and as a community, you won. Now, you must make use of government support such as no-fee schools. Already, 8 million children nationwide from poor households attend school without paying school fees. We now want to focus more on early childhood education and grade R. Make sure that you fight to keep creches open in this province. The ANC will continue to support you. The national ANC government subsidizes each child at 15 Rand a day at the early childhood development centers or creches to ensure that children get a good start. We see in this province that school children are too scared to go to school because of gang activities. Many children are still out of school because of no place in schools. We must work together to fight this scourge within our communities. The ANC government remains ready to assist in this regard, working with the community. The ANC in the Western Cape is very concerned about the crime, the gangsterism, and the drugs. We called to a high-level meeting in Mernenberg on Wednesday. Ministers Patel and Davis were there. Deputy Minister Zokota and Marias were there. The ANC wants to work with communities to fight gangsterism and drugs. The ANC has listened and has shown that we can work together to solve problems. We can take Western Cape forward. The housing is another big issue. People are evicted from their homes, given pink letters, water meters, and no houses for backyards. This is done by the government, by the way, which says all over they are governing the Western Cape very well. Is that proper governing? As the ANC, we want to say, give us a chance and we will stop these evils, make the ANC the government of the Western Cape again, so that this province can experience a better life like the rest of South Africa. Government that will treat the people of the Western Cape equally. Enough is enough.
Genoeg is genoeg.
With the neglect of predominantly colored and African areas in this province. ANC is also clear on its position on Palestine. Nothing to fear. The ANC is your family. Some people say the ANC is just for Africans. Let them look at this place today. The very ones telling lies about the ANC don't promote the people from the Cape Flat. It is a home. It is a home for all, for you and me. It is a home for all of us, as Madiba taught us. Let us vote ANC on the 7th of May.
Kom ons stem ANC op die 7de Mei.
Remember that other parties are dying parties. top leaders like Grand Pasur are leaving them and joining the ANC. They want to be part of the future. They want to move. ANC cares. We care about the Klopse. We care about the education of our children. We care about those who are evicted and don't have houses. We care about ensuring that affirmative action brings better opportunities and jobs for those who were excluded during the apartheid era. Colours, Africa. We are ready to take the Western Cape forward, are ready to bring a better life for all in the Western Cape. Kom mense, ons moet stem en dan sal ons wen. Thank you very much for your support thus far. Let us move South Africa forward. Baie dankie.
Amandla! Viva President Zuma, viva! Lang lewe President Zuma, lang lewe!